also like to recognize the presence of Her Excellency Catherine Samba-Panza, former interim president of the Central African Republic. We can welcome her with a clap, please.
Iko fit, iko na nini, iko na pen. Tumeandika na pen. Suna ishi nikifanya kala correction. Sasa logo siko huko kwa kuna.
We'd also like to recognize that we've been joined by His Excellency Mugwesi, former President of the Republic of Botswana. We also recognize now Her Excellency Sale Work-Zewde, former President of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia.
Panel mnakula nini? Panel. Unauliza majibu au maswali? You're looking for lunch. There is still the rice you cooked with the nini? Come and set up this.
Let us all rise.
The rice and the things still there.
We are now joined by His Excellency Dr. Emmerson Mnangagwa, President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Chairperson of SADC, and co-chair of this meeting, together with His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Chairperson of the EAC-SADC, of Heads of State, and co-chair of this meeting. Welcome, Your Excellencies. With utmost respect, I will request that we remain standing. We'll start with two anthems, starting with the East African anthem, followed by the SADC anthem. The anthems. May I request that we may now take our seats? Your Excellencies, with your permission, allow me to now welcome Andrea Arik, Deputy Secretary General, East Africa Community, to take over and guide the program. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, CGH, President of the Republic of Kenya, Chairperson of EAC Summit of Head of State, and co-chair of this meeting. Your Excellency, Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Chairperson of SADC, and chair of this meeting. Excellencies, members of EAC-SADC, panel of facilitators on the restoration of peace and stability in Eastern DRC. Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, former President of the Republic of Kenya. Excellency Makwese Masisi, former President of the Republic of Botswana. Excellency Catherine Samba Panza, former interim President of Central African Republic. Excellency Saleh Wak Zewde, former President of Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia. Your Excellencies, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, Chairperson of AU Commission. Your Excellency, Dr. Musa Mudavadi, EGH, and Diaspora Affairs. Professor Amon More, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Republic of Zimbabwe, Chairperson of SADC Council of Ministers. Your Excellency, Professor Robert Dosey, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Regional Integration and Togolese Broad, Republic of Beatrice School, Minister of East Africa Community, ASEL and Regional Development, Republic of Kenya, and Chair of EAC Council of Ministers. Your Excellency Jane Patrick, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Republic of Rwanda. Honorable Soipan Tuya, Minister of Defense, Republic of Kenya, and Honorable Veronica Duva, Secretary General of EAC, Honorable Elias Makosi, Executive Secretary of SADC, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, all other protocols. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to this joint EAC-SADC co-chairs meeting with the panel of facilitators. My name is Andrea Arik, Deputy Secretary General of EAC in charge of infrastructure, productive, social, and political sectors. I will be your Director of Ceremony. To this juncture, Your Excellencies, allow me to invite Honorable Veronica Duva, the Secretary General of EAC, to make her welcoming remarks. Honorable Secretary General, you are welcome.
Thank you. With your permission, Excellencies, I proceed. Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Chairperson of EAC Summit of Heads of State, and our host for today, Your Excellency Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Chairperson of SADC and co-chair of this meeting. Excellencies, former Presidents of the Republic of Kenya, Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, of the Republic of Botswana, Excellency Mogwete Masisi, from the Republic of Central African Republic, Excellency Catherine Samba Panza, and former President, Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Her Excellency Saleh Work Zede, Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, Chair of the African Union Commission, Excellencies, Ministers of Foreign Affairs here present, Professor Amon Muriwa, Professor Robert Dusi, Honorable Olivier Duhu Jirehe, Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, Ministers present and Chair of Council, Honorable Beatrice Askulmoy, Honorable Soipan Tuya, Minister of Defense Kenya, my colleague, Honorable Elias Magosi, Executive Secretary of SADC, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, observing all protocols, good afternoon. At the outset, allow me to warmly welcome you all to the East African community, and more specifically to Nairobi, a city renowned for its dynamism, resilience, and warm hospitality. We take the opportunity to celebrate Kenya for opening up to African countries visa-free. I wish to express our sincere appreciation to the chairperson of the EAC Summit of Heads of State, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, for graciously hosting this important summit and for the excellent arrangements and hospitality extended to all delegations. Our gratitude equally goes to the co-chair, His Excellency Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, for his presence and continued commitment to peace efforts in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I also wish to extend heartfelt thanks to the distinguished panel of facilitators, the leadership of the African Union Commission, and the AU-appointed mediator for honoring this invitation and for their timeless dedication to the cause of peace in Eastern DRC. Your Excellencies, as you may recall, during the second joint meeting of the EAC and SADC heads of state and government held virtually on 24th March 2025, you took a historic step by appointing a panel of facilitators for the Eastern DRC security restoration process. You also designate the chairs of EAC and SADC along with the African Union Commission to brief the panel on their mandate. In the months since, technical teams from the EAC, SADC, and AU, under the joint guidance of our institutions, have worked diligently to prepare a set of foundational documents to underpin the facilitation process. These tools are now ready and will be presented to this summit for your consideration, to this meeting for your consideration and further guidance. Excellencies, the EAC and SADC secretariats, in close partnership with the African Union Commission, stand ready to provide full technical and logistical support to the facilitation process. We look to this meeting to address key outstanding issues. Your Excellencies, we remain at your full disposal to support all aspects of this initiative, and we are confident that today will mark a critical turning point towards lasting peace in Eastern DRC and the wider region. I thank you for your kind attention, Excellencies.
Thank you so much, Honorable Secretary General of EAC. Excellencies, just for the purpose of this meeting, we have skipped His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo simply because he's not in attendance, but he's also a member of the panel of facilitators. As we proceed with our program, allow me, Your Excellencies, to invite His Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, the chairperson of African Union Commission, to deliver his statement. Your Excellency, you are welcome.
Your Excellency Dr. William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Chair of the East African Community, Your Excellency Mr. Emerson Mnangagwa of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Chair of the Southern African Development Community, Your Excellencies, former heads of state, members of the Committee of Facilitators, Your Excellency the Secretary General of the East African Community, Your Excellency the Executive Secretary of the Southern African Development Community, Your Excellencies, Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, let me at the outset thank Kenya and His Excellency President William Ruto for hosting this very important meeting. I also express the Commission's deep appreciation to President Ruto and President Mnangagwa for their leadership, dedication and commitment. It is indeed a great source of satisfaction that our leaders devote time and energy to try and resolve crises on the continent. I can only praise their efforts and pay tribute to you all for this genuine engagement. Your Excellencies, Eastern DRC has been decades a theater of mayhem and suffering. Population in Eastern DRC has been submitted to endless displacement, killing and chronic insecurity for more than 3 decades. Over the past few months, there is a glimmer of hope shaping up, and giving all of us reasons to believe that this time around peace could be reached among all stakeholders. The African Union Commission salutes the Washington Agreement signed between Rwanda and DRC, and the Declaration of Principles signed between M23 and the government of DRC in Doha. However, the African Union underlines the centrality of its mediation role in all the crises of our continent. Now, it is paramount to capitalize on any break of progress that can bring peace and stability to our member countries. However, there is a need for better coordination and more coherence if we are to succeed in the implementation process of those agreements. Besides, the Commission urges all stakeholders to tackle the root causes of the problem in a holistic manner. Agreements can be meaningful and can be game changers, and only if they are implemented on the ground. It takes courage and wisdom to seek compromise when tough decisions are needed, and I'm convinced that our leaders in the region can make it happen. The African Union Commission and the Peace and Security Council and the African Union Mediator are fully committed to accompany the process. I would like to seize this opportunity to express the African Union Commission appreciation for our leaders in this region for their tireless efforts for the sake of peace in Eastern DRC. I also welcome our former presidents, members of the Committee of Facilitators, whose wisdom and experience will be of great help during the next stages of the peace process in Eastern DRC. Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs, la paix à l'est de la République démocratique du Congo semble aujourd'hui plus que jamais à portée de main. Les derniers accords signés nous remplissent d'espoir, mais en même temps, nous restons prudemment optimistes et nous savons que le chemin vers la stabilisation définitive de cette région est encore long. Il faudra surtout appuyer économiquement cette région afin de lui permettre de tirer avantage des dividendes d'une paix tant espérée. Faciliter le retour des réfugiés et des personnes déplacées. Restaurer définitivement l'autorité des pouvoirs publics congolais dans toutes les régions de l'Est du Congo. Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs, je conclurai mon allocution en souhaitant plein succès aux travaux de cette importante réunion, tout en réaffirmant l'engagement et la disponibilité de la Commission de l'Union africaine à œuvrer au succès du processus de pacification de l'Est de la République démocratique du Congo. Je vous remercie.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I would now wish to invite His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, CGH, President of the Republic of Kenya, Chairperson of EAC Summit, and the co-chair of our meeting. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, President of the Republic of Zimbabwe and Chairperson of SADC and co-chair of this meeting. Your Excellencies, members of the panel of facilitators, Your Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, Your Excellency Mokwetsi Masisi, Your Excellency Catherine Samba Banza, Your Excellency Saleh Wak Zode, Your Excellency, Chair of the African Union Commission, Your Excellencies, the Secretary General of EAC and the Executive Secretary of SADC, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to take this opportunity to welcome you all to Nairobi and to Kenya, which is now a visa-free country all Africans, and to this important meeting jointly convened by His Excellency President Emerson Mnangagwa and myself in our respective capacities as chairs of SADC and EAC. Let me also take this opportunity to once again sincerely appreciate Your Excellencies, the panel of facilitators, for making time out of your very busy schedule to attend this joint meeting, and more importantly, for accepting the responsibility of facilitator of the joint EAC-SADC process on Eastern DRC. Your profound wisdom, experience, and vast knowledge in peace building, diplomacy, and leadership is vital in navigating the complex conflict that have afflicted Eastern DRC for decades and contributing to silencing the guns in our region. Excellencies, the purpose of this joint EAC-SADC meeting is to brief the panel of facilitators on their mandate of facilitating inclusive dialogue among the various actors in Eastern DRC, with a view to addressing, among other things, the root causes and to restore sustainable peace and stability in Congo. Out of the realization by the EAC and SADC leaders that recent escalation in violence in parts of Eastern DRC, including North and South Kivu, have inflicted immense suffering, mass displacement, and triggered concerns about the stability of our region. It was further informed by the recognition that a political solution was the only viable path to resolving the conflict in DRC. To this end, we called for the urgent merger of the Nairobi and Luanda peace processes into a single, coherent, and harmonized EAC-SADC peace process to serve as a comprehensive peace-led, Africa-led, political process to address the underlying issues fueling the conflict. This was subsequent also to the decision of the Africa Union to merge the Luanda process, which was largely under the AU, and the EAC-SADC process into one coherent process that would help us resolve the matters in Eastern DRC. We will be considering proposals on a framework for the merger of these processes, the terms of reference for the facilitators, and the process design for inclusive mediation process in Eastern DRC from our technical teams drawn from EAC, SADC, and AU based on our earlier directives. These documents will guide us on the way forward with respect to formally launching the interventions by our panel of facilitators. We are encouraged by the emerging extra-regional diplomatic momentum and the key milestones registered through the Washington and the Doha initiatives that have resulted in structured commitments by the primary parties to the conflict in Eastern DRC. To this end, allow me the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Madam Teresa Wagner, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of the Republic of Rwanda, the Honorable Olivia Nduhungirehe, who is right here with us, for their leadership on this milestone. These encouraging developments are a clear signal that dialogue and diplomacy can work, and that the parties are willing to meaningfully engage to peacefully find a lasting solution in the Eastern DRC. As we look ahead, and in this process, led by our facilitators, we should incorporate the modalities of engagement with the Washington and the Doha initiatives in close consultation with the Africa Union appointed mediator. Your Excellencies, we believe that a sustained, coordinated, Africa-led peace process remains the best pathway to a stable and peaceful Eastern DRC. And to this end, the two regional organizations and the Africa Union Commission remains committed and available to ensure that the implementation of both the Washington Peace Accord and the Doha initiatives are actual. As I conclude, let me reiterate our commitment as joint chairs to providing leadership on this process on behalf of our joint EAC-SADC Summit of Head and Government. And we did decide to take the historic step, the first time ever that has happened in this continent, to bring two regional economic blocs together to facilitate the resolution of the process in Eastern DRC, because we realized that this was a situation that was threatening to run out of control and to destabilize the whole region. And that is why both EAC and SADC summits decided to merge into one process so that we can assist the people of Eastern DRC. Excellencies, let us remain committed and solidify our joint strength to ensure that we leave a lasting legacy of peace within Eastern DRC and our region. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. May I take this opportunity to invite His Excellency Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Chairperson of SADC, and Chair and Co-Chair of this meeting. Your Excellency, most welcome.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and co-chairperson of the joint SADC EAC Summit. Your Excellency, Uhuru Kenyatta, former President of the Republic of Kenya. Your Excellency, Dr. Moketsi Eric Masisi, former President of the Republic of Botswana. Your Excellency, Catherine Samba Panza, former President of the Central African Republic. Your Excellency, Sahle-Work Zwede, former President of the Federal Republic of Ethiopia. The Honorable Professor Honorable Murira, Minister of Foreign Affairs, International Trade of the Republic of Zimbabwe and Chair of the SADC Council of Ministers. Your Excellency Elias Magosi, Executive Secretary of the Southern Africa Development Community. Your Excellency V. Dua, Secretary General of the East African Community. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, I have the honor to welcome you all to this very important meeting. We convene today in fulfillment of the mandate bestowed upon us, we the co-chairs, by the joint EAC and SADC Summit that was held in Dar es Salaam, the United Republic of Tanzania. Allow me to express our sincere appreciation to you, our distinguished facilitators, for accepting this noble but onerous responsibility. As fellow African leaders, we are familiar with the complexities of the situation in eastern regions of our sister country of the Democratic Republic of Congo. We empathize with the daily struggles of our brothers and sisters in their cherished desire for enduring peace, security, and development. We are therefore confident that, as facilitators, your collective wisdom, expansive experience, and leadership pedigree will be invaluable to the ensuring processes. Let us move forward with positive optimism towards unlocking existing bottlenecks, building confidence, and restoring trust among all stakeholders as we address the root causes of the protracted conflict. It is both important and urgent to broker a comprehensive and inclusive permanent ceasefire that involves all relevant parties. Such a step is essential for the delivery of the much-needed humanitarian assistance and to lay a firm foundation for lasting peace for the people of the Eastern DRC. As we implement the outcome of the joint EAC and SADC summit, we are privileged to build on the strong foundations and gains achieved under the Nairobi and Luanda peace processes. This historic joint EAC-SADC briefing provides a platform to have a shared understanding of the matters at hand and the enormity of the mission ahead. The need for support and solidarity beyond our two regions is indisputable. Collaboration and synergies with other institutions such as the United Nations and the African Union Commission will be key, given their vital role in facilitating the execution of our mandate. I wish to acknowledge and commend the recent positive developments in Eastern DRC, notably the agreement with M23 regarding the withdrawal of DRC troops. We also welcome the peace agreement between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda, signed on the 27th of June 2025 in Washington, D.C., as well as the Declaration of Principles signed between the DRC and M23 on 19th July 2025 in Doha. These milestones reflect goodwill and a renewed spirit of cooperation and good neighborliness between the two sister nations. The tireless efforts of international partners, whose unwavering support has been instrumental in advancing these peace initiatives, are equally applauded. Leveraging on complementarity, all efforts that contribute to lasting peace in Eastern DRC and the broader Great Lakes region must be synchronized to sustain momentum and ultimately lead to our desired result, that is peace. In the spirit of Pan-African unity and progress, we urge all parties to fully support the leadership of our esteemed facilitators and to engage in honest, inclusive, and constructive dialogue. Let us take full advantage of the current window of opportunity to secure lasting peace stability and development for the people of Eastern DRC and region and our continent at large. I wish great success in the mandate set before us. God bless us all, and thank you. Asante sana.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Excellencies, we wish to convey the apologies for one of the facilitators, His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo. He is absent here due to flight schedule that he has today, should have been with us. And for the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Democratic Republic of Congo. Up to this juncture, Your Excellencies, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the opening session of today's proceedings. We are now transitioning to the core business of today, which is briefing of EAC-SADC panel of facilitators by the co-chairpersons. In this regard, it is my honor and privilege to invite the co-chairs, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Chair of EAC Summit of Head of State, and His Excellency Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, Chairperson of SADC and President of Zimbabwe, to guide our meeting. Excellencies, you can proceed. And after this, we are actually dismissing the media because we are getting into our closed session.
Thank you very much, Deputy Secretary General. I think we are actually in the media. Thank you very much. Co-chair, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, now that our meeting has transitioned into the closed session, I welcome all of you into the core deliberations of this very important session. Again, thanking the panel of facilitators for making time to come so that we can engage meaningfully in this very important exercise. And in line with our previous directives, both to the EAC, SADC, and AU Commission Secretariats, I wish to invite presentations, though very brief, to this meeting on a number of key supporting documents in the following order. Proposed draft terms of reference to be presented by the East Africa Community Secretariat. You have between 5 and 7 minutes.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Mr. Onyonyi is going to make a very brief presentation.
Hi there, Trina Perry, and this is The Global Story. The height of the COVID-19